Brother, fix your diet. The diet is the second most important part of your lifting, your training, and your life. Sleep is number one. But when you're not getting a proper diet, you're weaker, you have less energy, you feel worse, you don't act like yourself. And when I say fix your diet, I don't mean just add protein, right? I think a lot of us don't really struggle with getting a lot of protein in. Just add chicken, meats, poultry, dairy, you'll be fine, right? What I'm talking about is the micro and macronutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, they are so fucking important. So let me help you out a little bit with what I've discovered over this past month. Number one, avocados, red bell peppers, broccoli, blueberries, nuts. Amazing nutrient farms. Your red bell peppers, vitamin C, avocados, you have boron, zinc, magnesium, stuff that's good for your sleep, healthy fats that are good for hormone production, that are good for muscle building, right? You want 25 to 30% of your calories to be from healthy fats, which avocados and nuts are an absolutely huge source of. Nuts have magnesium, they have iron, they have zinc, they have a lot of those testosterone producing components that help you actually regulate your sleep, regulate your testosterone production, regulate estrogen, and improve overall quality of life, quality of lifts. And I've noticed that since I've started getting those vitamins, those minerals, since I started getting those in my diet, my lifts have gotten so much stronger. My energy is just there throughout the workout. I'm getting these intense pumps. I'm getting these stronger lifts. My lifts are going up for the first time in months. My diet has helped me beat this fat plateau that I hit that just lasted for months and I could not figure it out. So let's talk about carb loading. Now, carb loading is incredibly important for workout quality, for strength, and for enjoying yourself in the gym. And honestly, if you're gonna have a cheat meal, I'd make it your carb load. And the reason I say that is because quick, fast digesting carbs are the best carbs for carb loading. Now, what I personally eat, which I copied from someone else, but has been working great for me, is 2 cheddar rice cakes, a sliced up banana, some honey, and some salt. It gets your electrolytes sorted. It gets you tons of fast digesting carbs. It's not very macro or micronutrient dense. However, it helps. It's easy to digest. You get that quick energy. You eat that 30 minutes before the gym, you're gonna be feeling great. Your pumps are gonna be better. And if you have a strong overall diet around that, you are going to see huge strength increases, huge energy gains that are going to last and compound, making your exercises and your lifting sessions better and better and better and better. Plus, you're just gonna enjoy life more. This is less carb loading and more overall diet, but the healthier your diet is, you are just gonna enjoy life more. I love living when I get that healthy diet. It makes me feel good. It gives you good energy. It makes your skin clearer. It helps you think. It reduces brain fog. It really helps. It really does. You want to add some berries in there. Blueberries, strawberries, high in antioxidants, right? Helps prevent that oxidative stress, which oxidants are just things that we find in our everyday life. They're pollutants and our body does need them, but when we get too much of them, and we don't eat enough antioxidants, it can really screw stuff up. You'll get inflammation, you'll get weaker, you'll get brain fog, your brain won't work as well. So getting those antioxidants in, which are usually found within your berries and your vegetables, really help reduce that oxidative stress. It keeps your brain healthier, it keeps your heart healthier, which allows you to recover faster in the gym and get to that next set and actually kill it. So, all in all, maintaining your macro and micronutrients is incredibly important, And I will give you my meal plan right now that you can just have and eat and follow along with me, that is well balanced in macro and micronutrients and will help you feel better, recover faster, and do better in the gym. So this is almost like my everyday. For breakfast, I have a red bell pepper, half a large avocado, blueberries and nuts mixed into this thing called Tangrain, which is, you can buy it online if you just look it up. It's an amazing breakfast cereal, got tons of protein, tons of fiber, and I mix the blueberries and the nuts and Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt, into this Tangrain to get me good probiotics, good fiber content, good antioxidants, good minerals, everything. Like this meal is packed full of good vitamins, good minerals, just great way to start your day, right? Then next I'll be working out. So 30 minutes, a little bit of time will pass. 30 minutes before that workout, I'm having that carb loading meal, the 2 rice cakes, the sliced up banana, and the honey and salt. Gets me perfectly ready for that workout. I go and crush it. When I get home or go to work after, I make sure I have my meal prepped already, right? I have chicken with brown rice and spinach. And twice a week, I'll swap that spinach out for broccoli. And then for dinner, I'll have spaghetti, protein spaghetti. There's a protein pasta you can buy in the store with chicken again. But twice a week, I'll switch that out with a fatty fish, right? To get those omega-3 fatty acids. If you can get that in twice a week, you'll be feeling great. Salmon is a great source of it. Personally, right now, I can't afford that. So I'm going with shrimp because it's a little bit lower in those omega-3s, but it's also low in mercury, which you have to look out for with seafood. So all in all, that is my diet throughout the day. It's been helping me with my bulk. You know, as long as you portion it properly, it gets you great protein, great macro and micronutrients. It gets a lot of your stuff balanced. You're feeling great, doing great, having a great time in the gym. So if you can stick to that, if you can balance that, if you can use that and incorporate it into your daily life, I guarantee you, you're gonna have better lifts, better recovery, you're gonna have a better time in the gym, you're gonna get stronger, and honestly, you'll just feel better. Also, drink your motherfucking water. I also forgot about that. Drink your water. If you get all those correct, you will be feeling amazing. Guarantee you. Have a great day.